Hello everyone, welcome to Detangle. In this video we'll solve a question based on electrostatics. So a spherical portion has been removed from a solid sphere. So a spherical portion is removed or scooped from a solid sphere having a charge distributed uniformly in its volume as shown in the figure. So the charge, say suppose let's consider positive charge, is distributed uniformly all along the solid sphere, and by the looks of it you know that it is going to be a non-conductor. Why? Because if it was a conductor then all the charges would have been come and reflected on the surface, but here it is uniformly distributed. The electric field inside the emptied space is, so this much portion is being scooped out, which means it leaves a cavity here, and we need to figure out what is the electric field inside this cavity, and they have given some of the options. Now that we understood the question, let's see how to solve this. So here we have a solid sphere of uniform charge density rho. Let's say I want to know the electric field at some point inside this solid sphere. That would be given as electric field is equal to rho r vector by 3 epsilon naught, where the r vector is the distance from the center to the point where you are finding the electric field. Now if you are not sure about the formula, please go to the flashback and then come back. I'll be waiting here. Hi, welcome to flashback. In this flashback we'll be trying to find an expression for electric field due to a solid sphere at some point inside the sphere. So let me take some point P inside the sphere, and I need to know what is the value of electric field here. So for that I'm just going to assume a Gaussian surface, and that Gaussian surface is obviously going to be a sphere because of the symmetry. So let us take the radius of this inner sphere be r. Now I'm just going to use Gauss's law to find electric field at this point. So electric field at this point, and its direction is going to be radially outward. Why? Because this is a positive charge. So it is going to be, I can write Gauss's law as the net flux flowing, the net electric flux flowing should be equal to the charge enclosed divided by the epsilon naught, permittivity of a free space. Now in this case the net flux is going to be E into electric field into area. Since I am considering this Gaussian surface, the net flux should be the electric field cutting across this area, the area of the Gaussian surface, which is 4 pi r square, 4 pi small r square, the radius of the small sphere, is equal to the charge enclosed. The charge enclosed I can write it as rho. So first of all I need to define rho. Rho is the charge density, which is going to be the total charge present divided by the volume of this entire sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here rho into, in this case the charge enclosed for this Gaussian surface, the charge enclosed should be whatever the charges which are present inside the Gaussian surface. So the charges present inside should be the charge density times the volume of that sphere, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by epsilon naught. And now here 4 pi cancel, r square r cube I can cancel, and I'll be left out with E rho r and this 3 epsilon naught. So the electric field is given as rho by 3 epsilon naught r. So anywhere within the solid sphere I can write the expression for electric field as rho by 3 epsilon naught r, and its direction will be opposite for in this case the direction is radially outward, that is along this r vector, but if it is negative charges it should be opposite to that. So in this case it will be radially outward. Welcome back to reality. Now that we know how we got this formula, let's proceed. So first what we have to do is, let's consider this solid sphere before scooping this portion out. That is the full solid sphere without any cavity, and all the charges are uniformly distributed. So let me find out what will be the value of electric field due to this solid sphere at some point within the cavity. That is, let me take a point P which is within the cavity, and the distance from the center of this solid sphere to that point P, let it be r1 vector. Okay, now what will be the value of electric field at that point due to this sphere? That will be rho r1 vector divided by 3 epsilon naught. After that, let me just figure out what would be the electric field contribution due to the scooped out part. So let's say this part has all the positive charges, and what would be the value of electric field due to those charges at some point P. So let's take the distance to be r2 like this. So what would be the value of the electric field due to that portion? That is going to be E2 vector is equal to rho r2 vector divided by 3 epsilon naught. Now the idea is simple. So initially, due to the whole sphere, the electric field value is this, but we know that we are scooping out this much portion, or the contribution due to this much portion is not going to be there once you scoop it out. So that means I just have to remove this electric field from this electric field, which means that the net electric field at point P is simply the E1 vector minus the E2 vector, because this portion is no longer contributing to the total electric field. Okay, now when I substitute the values, so this will be rho r1 vector by 3 epsilon naught minus this is rho r2 vector by 3 epsilon naught. Okay, so according to directions, they are going to be here. Due to the whole solid sphere, the electric field is going to be radially outwards. Okay, or this r vector is like this, pointing in this direction, and electric field, this is electric field E1, and due to this r2 vector, the electric field due to this small sphere is going to be radially outward like this, E2, and the r2 vector is like this. Now I'm just going to do a little more work on this. Why? Because they are not asked to us to find the value of electric field. Instead, they have given some statement and we need to see which one of them is true. So let's work on this a little bit more. That is, say suppose here all these terms are constant, that is rho by 3 epsilon naught is constant. If I take out, I'll get r1 vector minus r2 vector, which I'm going to write it as r1 vector plus minus r2 vector. Now you know what I did here, that is the r1 vector is in this direction at this point P, the r1 vector is in this direction, and I'm adding the r2 vector, and r2 vector also is in this direction, but since it is minus r2 vector, this will be like this, minus r2 vector. And you know that these vectors I am adding them using vector addition. That is going to be, this point is O and this point is O dash, so the resultant will be a vector, let me consider r vector, and that is simply the addition of r1 and r2. So I can replace this whole thing with rho by 3 epsilon naught r vector, and the r vector is distance between the two centers. Now this value of electric field is going to be the same at all the points. Doesn't matter what point I take inside this cavity, the electric field is going to be the same. If you don't believe me, let's check for another point. So I've taken P here, let me take some point Q somewhere here. Okay, so if I take Q here, I know the electric field due to this, the entire solid sphere before you remove this cavity is going to be this one, rho r1 by 3 epsilon naught. Let me take this distance as r1, and in this direction radially outwards, and the electric field due to this portion, that is the scooped out portion at this point, is going to be this one, rho r2 by 3 epsilon naught. Let me take distance as r2, and in the same way when I do the subtraction of these two, I am going to get this r1 plus minus r2 vector, which is going to be this this is r vector, which is the distance between the two centers, and we know that the distance between the two centers is going to be the same. It's not going to change unless you change this cavity or you move this cavity around. It is going to be remaining the same. So the correct option from these should be non-zero and uniform. So the electric field inside the cavity is non-zero and it should be uniform everywhere.